Okay, that one had a line break in it. I wonder why. Oh, this is a tale of us from 10 years ago. This is from the first game. So he's saying, I made a song 10 years ago. It is a song of an unnamed mercenary who calmed the turmoil that occurred here. So yeah, this is him probably, this tale is probably going to be summing up the events of Additional 1. At least the same. Yeah. So hear this into Lens. Get all, oh, it got all the dialogue. Nice. Copy to computer. So what does that actually translate to? Listen or don't listen? And then use the bullet to show it's an option to pick. Right, because these are two different convos, should really break them up. All right, and I'm gonna hit listen. All right, so what are you telling me? Google Translate should not hate my guts right now. Bear with Lens, please be working. Cool. Oh, it no longer has the brackets, so this is meant to be, like, I'm guessing, a story. Yeah, he's also got line breaks in here. And I'm going to put that under listen. Just that way I can have a separate dialogue for what he says if you hit don't listen. I'm actually getting a little faster at this. I kind of like it. Because I'm literally now more just waiting on Google Docs to catch up. Let the devil go and eat people? The hell? He's singing it like verses. That's why there's line breaks. They're meant to show a pause in his dialogue. That time there was no pause. So defeat the king and defeat the devil and aim for the back. I'm guessing it might have been aim for the devil hiding in the back after you defeat the king. Because there's going to be some interpretation I am going to have to make. There's a young man in the flock, losing his compatriots in the labyrinth and falling asleep for a while. This might be talking about the commander of the knights, who we traveled with in the beginning. And eventually he became corrupted by an evil entity, and that's how we got the Moonlight Sword, because he had the sword. Like, he found it in the dungeon, and it possessed him or something like that. Wounds heal, but he doesn't feel... When I learn more, I have to come... Oh wow, it's cutting off a lot of what I'm saying. Oh, this noise gate is too sensitive. Alright, let's try this noise gate. Let's see if this is better. Yeah, he's like... So far the bard is a labyrinth of sacred places to welcome the king. Let the devil go and eat people. Defeat the king and defeat the devil and aim for the back, which I'm guessing is defeat the king and defeat the devil hiding in the back. That's how I see that one. There's a young man in the flock. He is losing his compatriots to the labyrinth and falling asleep for a while. The wounds will heal, but you don't feel rested. That is not the dialogue I'm looking at right now. Save the deprived parent and the child from the labyrinth. He is being very cryptic. Because you could use him to get, like, kind of a hint on where you need to go next. Nest in the labyrinth of the devil, the youth sword. guessing it's this dialogue right here. Yeah, because it's looking up a sword in Google Translate. Flip this around. Youth sword. Seni no Ken. Subdue it. Trying to get like a better understanding of what it's saying. Nest in the labyrinth. Devil's Genius. Okay. That's going to take some interpreting. I love how I'm 2 hours into this playthrough, and I haven't even entered the dungeon yet, because I'm talking to every NPC to understand the lore. So this is talking about the youth. So in related to the sword, it also says the power to dispel the darkness that youth knows in the land. So I'm guessing he knows how to dispel the darkness of the devils. There was an old man and like a young wizard type character we did end up fighting. They were elves. The long-awaited reunion is finally coming. Somebody's heart is already dark, or the body is already the king. In possession of the king is what I'm guessing. So I wonder if this youth they're talking about is the dead research leader's kid or something? Yeah, because it's saying flash the youth sword. And cut off your own hesitation and compatriots. My phone's Google Translating is throwing a royal fit right now. It's hearing me talk, and apparently I left the microphone on. So it's like, you're talking, but I don't understand what's going on. And it's like, I'm sorry, phone. You're not meant to. Copy that text. I'm surprised Google Notes is letting me keep such massive notes. Its power finally defeats the King of Darkness, and the evil power will leave the land. Luckily, we only have to check up on this NPC every now and then, and he'll have like a new song to tell. And hopefully they don't do what they did in the first game, where he kind of is a little random in his songs he offers. So you don't have to like listen to him multiple times. The famous trout or town of the sacred place. Okay, that's him done there. All right, I'm gonna listen again. Okay, he's just repeating. Good. I was worried that he was gonna start repeating a different song, and I'm like, oh god. Okay, and then this is what he says if you say no. He says it's probably saying like maybe next time then or something like that. Oh, I'm dropping a ton of frames. I may have to use exclusively my my tablet in conjunction with this. Yeah, please call me if you want to hear it. Okay. And then there's the dealer. Which we're not going to worry about the dealer because he's mainly the casino of the game. And I'm not too concerned with that. Alright, nothing else has changed in town, right? Oh, he's still there. Good. Alright, so we have the labyrinth to do next, which reminds me I didn't take a note about the labyrinth that I need to still put in. Copy text. We're gonna hit done there. There. The shopkeeper is going to take a lot of work because he is going to be screenshot galore. I'll probably end up taking pictures of his inventory and stuff and then doing that offline. We should do our inventory screens real quick now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Because those are going to be really helpful for navigating menus. Because I'm going to be forgetting what these mean a lot. I need to change this render real quick. See if that changes how it sees these texts. Alright, this one's gonna need cleaned up in Notepad. I don't know what this symbol is right here. Yeah, it's not reading these kanji correctly. Because I think they're just too small for it to read. Actually, it's reading this one fine. Somewhat. It might still be reading that wrong. What does translate say? Quickness, experience. Physical strength. Quickness, I still don't know much about. That's a new one. I'm guessing the one underneath it is actually magic strength. For some reason it just doesn't want to capture it. Where? Okay, item, magic, and camp. Or what those are. What's the kanji for magic? That's the kanji there. If it has a number, you know, that's just value out of value. And then underneath is, I'm guessing, the equipped item. The weapon. So people can recognize that. Then the menu options are no, don't want that. There we go. Under camp, there's two options, which are consumables and valuables. Oh, great. This is back to not working. Lovely. All right, back to my tablet. Share to lens. Lens is having issues in general right now. Okay, so I probably have requested too much of lens at the moment, so we just gotta wait a little patiently.